Welcome back to Good to Know. I'm your host, Lindsay Boach, and we keep it positive here, telling inspiring stories from people all across the country. And today we're putting the spotlight on artists, and we continue with a teen who's doing some good work in Florida.
The day that I stop working could be the day that somebody else gets forgotten, a hero gets forgotten.
Lorenzo Liberty, which sounds a lot like Liberty, is a 15-year-old flag maker using pine wood and raw, prodigious talent. Lorenzo started making these gorgeous tributes to American heroes about 8 months ago.
As long as you're living, you are here for a purpose.
He sold and donated the flags to raise thousands of dollars for homeless veterans and Bradenton's Turning Point's nonprofit. When he talks to these men and women of the military,
They say the fact that I'm here proves that the American spirit isn't dead.
But now the pandemic has sparked a new tribute to heroes.
I want these flags to be going to a different hospital in every single state. All 50 states, that's 50 flags.
He already has a 7-footer in Sarasota Memorial, where his mother works. Now, he's hoping to put his flags in 49 more hospitals all over the U.S., so he can honor frontline medical workers fighting to keep America safe.
This is bigger than me. That is what gets me up early in the morning, and that's what puts me to sleep late at night.
We call ourselves a sweatshop. When we got going and somebody would give an instruction to do this, and we'd say, oh, she's supervisor today.
The red, white, and blue runs deep inside the Sherwood Forest RV Resort. It's not just their fabric, it's their spirit.
I feel helpless with what's going on with the COVID, and this is my tiny little way of contributing.
Michael Barcy is one of more than a dozen residents who make up the group, the Crafty Ladies. Most of them have two main things in common. They are skilled with a sewing machine and come from a military family.
My husband is a 100% disabled veteran.
My son's in the Air Force.
I have two brothers that are veterans.
For the past 6 years, the Crafty Ladies have been making quilts for the service source organization Veterans Mall. But when the pandemic hit, they shifted their needle and thread to making masks for veterans.
They had to sacrifice, and people that have had to sacrifice, I want to help as much as I can.
The Crafty Ladies say the best part is the camaraderie, working together on a project that could save lives.
It does make us feel good to see people using them.
Check out these beautiful blankets being made in Michigan, all for a great cause.
I just love it. I just love the idea of knowing that I'm helping a child.
Deb Capus and her husband Bob make blankets for kids in need. Some are in foster care, others battling cancer or other illnesses.
It's exciting sometimes. Sometimes I come out of the building and I'm in tears, just knowing what is going on in a child's life. I actually feel very blessed just because I know that I am helping a child that is in need.
They hope to make 700 blankets by the end of December, taking all the help they can get from volunteers. Hey Deb, I know of a pretty cool knitting club in Ohio.
I'm not absolutely sure I can knit and do this, but...
For the last 9 years, the club has met every Monday night, sharing tips on knitting and crocheting.
Well, this is called a knit stitch. Just the plain old knit stitch.
And stitching new relationships.
Anytime I come in, it's a warm welcome. Before COVID, warm hugs and greetings and things like that.
It gets me together with other people that like to do the same thing, and I haven't met a knitter I didn't like.
When the Rice branch closed because of the pandemic, founding member Eleanor Burkholz says they first tried to keep the meetings going online.
A month or two went by, and then I'm like, well, maybe we should try Zoom, and I had no idea how to do Zoom.
She says most of the other members didn't know how to use it either, so the idea quickly fizzled. But as the weather got warmer, they came up with another plan.
At the beginning, it was just like stay in your house. But then you get, like, where are my people? Where are my friends? Where are the people I associate with? And this seemed to be such a good solution.
Every Monday for the last 6 weeks, they've sat in a socially distanced group outside.
I'm more of a just like this, face-to-face type of person.
People are much more relaxed and actually much more talkative.
The members say even though the circumstances aren't ideal, What matters is being together.
These are my people. What do you mean, my friends? That you know how you have your people. These are my people.
More art is on the way. We're taking you way back to the 80s. It's good to know.